amidst the random sounds of engineering, shooting in the background, and beautiful music as always. Welcome back to Sunless Skies. Episode 5. Last time we left New Winchester after our small confrontation over here. Let's give it a bit more of the map. Faithful Hybris, as well as finding the real goal, Port Prosper itself, and delivering that passenger there. We're going to have a look at that straight away because we didn't get to explore Port Prosper last time. So now we're going to just have a look around this beautiful place. So we're going to explore Port Prosper. Its narrow streets huddle in the shadow of a great crag. Banners display the stony features of her renewed majesty. Wealthy West Enders strut by, exchanging polite greetings and veiled gossip, while sooty East End workers file to the hour refining factories. Peeling posters promise fresh, wholesome lives in the reach to new arrivals, but most of the posters are years old. More newcomers arrive at Port Prosper and never leave it. Well, we're going to get the port report, obviously. The factories continue to belch out smoke. All over the bridge, hopeful crowds gather outside the Admiral Nelson. Lovers can be seen strolling, arm in arm along the promenade, at a respectable distance from their chaperones. There was a brief protest outside the Windward Company factory, swiftly quelled. The scones at the Nelson were as good as ever, though the piquancy of the jam was less than might be desired. Oh dear. Well, we can't have that jam being like that. We're going to attend this parade. Apparently it's revolutionary stuff. Oof. Gaudy banners fly over the painted rooftops of Port Prosper. The smog of the East End is hidden away by giant posters displaying dragons at varying degrees of vivisection. The cramped streets are clogged with people. Wealthy West Enders promenade about the amusements, while impoverished East Enders work the stalls and huddle by the chestnut fires for warmth. A painted dragon pursued by knights is chased through the crowds to a chorus of "Ho, the riding!" Oh dear. Who do we go with? Given our background, we're a soldier who nearly died. We won't so we've only got like near death in the losing battles. So I think we're going to mingle with the East Enders. They seem more like our crowd. Oi! A wide-eyed East End elbows his comrade somewhere under his jacket. Who's all this, then? A crowd gathers from out the shadows. You are subjected to a number of looks that, if not quite filthy, are at least grubby. Eventually the huddle disperses. The first East Ender extends a thin hand, lined and worn. It's a good sign you wanted to talk to us. You spend the afternoon watching vaudeville players satirize the Red Saint and his dragon in and out of the way tent, followed by a hearty supper of roast chestnuts and almost palatable ale down by the station. Ooh. I'm tolerated by them now. Dear. And the spring is being drowned. Okay, so maybe perhaps not. Any more exploring Port Prosper to be done? No, nothing more. Right. Well, now that we've explored a bit, we're going to have a look at that opportunity we were told to go to last time. Okay, they plan to call it the Albert Clock, in memory of the departed Prince Consort. But there's a way to go yet. The roof isn't finished and the clock neither ticks nor bongs. You can see the fastidious inspector up among the workings, with a spanner and a can of oil, showing the workmen how it's done. Well, we're going to have to help with that. We need them cash rewards. Bronzewood, the foreman squeezes bluntly. One consignment. They sell it at Trader's Wood and Polmere in plenties, I hear. And a gourd of chorister nectar, too. This bunch of work-shy ingrates need constant shouting at. And my voice has given up the ghost. Some nectar should have me bellowing again like a champion. Carry on's your best bet there. Or Titania, the flower town. We'll pay, like. Okay. Yeah, they'll occupy space, and I know they're not cheap, but hey. We'll make a profit, bronzewood and chorister nectar. We'll have a look to see if there's other things to be done. So we can offer transport to people, but we can also ask about the transit relay. A garrulous captain is delighted to have an excuse to talk. I'm happy to help, Captain. Happy to help. They point to the docks. There you are. Keep going past the port. You can't miss it. If you've good eyes, you might even be able to see it from here. Passage ain't free, mind. You can travel first class if you have a ministry stamp permit. Or you can bring a couple of barrels of ours to travel second class. Well, good thing we got one. We got one off the ruined ship that the Taggart took down last time. So I mean, hey, we could technically travel to Albion, and I think that's where London is. Which it's quite tempting actually, but I think we're going to explore a bit more of this map before jumping into London affairs. So, past Simianus Chairman's offices, we're just going to have a look at that. The officers of the Windward Company on Port Prosper are elegantly appointed, if antiquated. Paintings of old London adorn the walls. The parsimonious chairman has work for ruthless captains. He sits behind his imported mahogany desk, a decanter of brandy at his left hand and a series of neatly stacked reports at his right. A fire has been lit in the cavernous hearth. It is too warm. Well, if there's profit, he looks like a shady dude, but if there's profit, we'll definitely have a look. He pours the brandy into 2 glasses, then produces a ruler to measure the amounts. Oh dear, one of them types. To business, he smiles, revealing the extensive damage done to his teeth. I was a pugilist back in London, a young man's game. He stands at the window, watching the starlight bathe the slopping streets of Prosper. This place exists because of constant work, from the politicians who planned it, to the pioneers who built it, to the soldiers who even today defend it from the Tacties. We have need of more such work. Bring me nameplates from the Tacti engines. We keep lists. You will be rewarded. I don't want to get involved. I'm sure the offer will be open. See, thought it would be. The parsimonious chairman sighs, as though used to disappointment. He allows you to finish your brandy before ringing a little bell. His secretary escorts you out. My door, the chairman says as you leave, is always open. Well, I thought it might be. So that's good that we didn't get too bogged down in any stuff. This also might be a good opportunity for money. Delivering it, yep. Would you take me to the Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve? I'd love to see the wilderness, from a safe distance, of course. He breaks off the handshake to cough into his sleeve. Forgive me. I'm hoping a new climate will improve my health. Please get me there as fast as possible. I will pay you well if you do. Now, do we have any directions in our journal to that? Delivering a settler. We don't. Damn. Damn. Well, that's not good. That's not good indeed. Oh, we could head to London, though. Yeah, but that isn't good indeed. Right. Haven't opened the whole episode, guys, so you know how it is. The lag spike is real. And it's really going to happen. See? Huge. There we go. But this is what I'm more interested in. To the southwest of New Winchester. Now, I distinctly remember Lustrum being behind some ice. And I remember last time we went somewhere, I think it was, we were looking for Magdalene's, I do believe, and there was some ice somewhere. I can't remember precisely where it was, but it sort of fits the description somewhere down here. So I think today's episode, we're going to sort of head back to New Winchester, pass by the Palmer and Plenty Circus maybe, and see what's happening down in that sort of southwest region. Seeing as I've gotten better at distinguishing east from west, that'll be a suitable challenge, I think, for this episode. And basically seeing as we have enough supplies and fuel to get us there, crew enough, and terror's quite down, I mean, hey, seems like, you know, regular thing to do. Anyways, I'll catch you if I have anything new. By the way, I thought we'd just, you know, have a look at the Albion Transit Relay, to see if we can get a port report, but apparently there's no such thing. Yeah, you can read this if you like, but anyways, heading out. See, here's the frost I was mentioning before. Ooh, wreck. The Jared. Losing terror is never a bad idea. But see, yeah, this is the frost that was mentioned earlier. So I'm thinking, with our hull being okay as it is, I think we just head into here and look for Lustrum. I know it's a bit north, right? So maybe it would be a better idea if we just went... Maybe it joins up down there. Who knows? Oh well. If it doesn't go south, I'll have to head back. But it seems like it is turning south. Our terror's quite okay, so... Supplies? Unfortunately, we have no space for them just yet. It's good to have a full hull though, isn't it? Oh, mine is dug too deep. Disturbing. A disgruntlement of cantankery. Oh, those are the fish things there. They're quite hard to kill, I remember. Quite hard. We can interact with them. When settlers arrived in the reach, miners flocked to this frozen rock, lured by the promise of hours stored in its core. An eruption of cantankery has left it in its current mangled state. A makeshift graveyard, I'm having trouble today, stands at the lip of the rock, a memorial and a warning. Yeah, we'll leave. Oh no, it's horror music. Oh, that's the horror. It's not too bad. Although if you look at the edge of the screen, I'm sure I'm not the only one that sees that. Oh god. See, we are heading south, so this could be the way. We're going to keep our lights on and off to not try and disturb anything. Oh, and this just links up to Magdalene's. Fantastic. Can we not go further south, or is that... Nope. It's just blocked off now. Alright. So yeah, that leads straight to Magdalene's. That's brilliant. Alright, a bit more of the map discovered. Magdalene's. Place of peace, contemplation, and rest. Indeed. And supplies. We're not getting into anybody else's... Oh. We are caught up in their affairs right in the middle of them, to be quite precise, and now we're stuck on the other side. Oh god. We're gonna try and make a dodge and an escape. Bit more excitement than I bargained for. Oh, come on, lads. It's a scary ass cannon. Peacock wind. Oh wow, this is a 3... Whoa. Hey, that's a bit too close to hitting me at this moment in time, precisely. But the peacock wind's down here. Which might mean that there's other things down here as well. So I remember the reserve being on the other side of the peacock wind. Oh. You are not where you thought you were. Oh well. You picked your way back across the sky while the hours tick by and your crew grows fretful. Eventually, your chart and your surroundings align again. You continue. Ah, we got lost, did we? Terror's creeping up so quickly around here. We've done fairly well to keep our terror down, so not too mad about that, but taking this peacock wind the wrong way is surely gonna bump us up a bit too much. I'm trying to do the thing like where you swim, you know, you go sort of diagonally. Accelerator rail rusts here. I can't see it. And we're out of the peacock wind. We'll send out our scout, if we can. Have a look around. See what's going on. Found something. Something minor up north. I'll have to have a look. It's probably just supplies or something. A diamond. I don't think we can do anything with that. We need to be able to mine it, correct? Yep, and we do not have anything. Glory's Cross. Maybe this is Traitor's Wood or something. Feels woody. This seems like a secret entrance to something indeed. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the horror? Oh, it's just another one. Great. Nice one, Scout. You did it. Oh well. To be honest, with us losing that 2 fuel, I'm not too secure staying out here for this long. We need to get our terror down a bit anyways, so I'm gonna jump up to Magdalene's just for a quick respite. The cantankery this far? Well, I think we can take it, lads. I think we... we obliterated him. I really like this weapon. We've got space for unusual items. Oh, more gossip. What can we do with the cantankery? The cantankery are lumbering, half-fossilized isopods that will attack anything they disapprove of. Given that they are very ancient and murderously grumpy, that means almost everything. The largest chunk of the cantankery still lives. Ew. They can be slow to die. Stubbornness perhaps, or the sluggish journey of signals across their calcified nerves. Huh. I think we want to hear the tales, to be honest. It booms like a cracked foghorn, as if death were yet another wearisome indignity it was forced to tolerate. They gather in old places, as Stoker says, and make those noises at each other, like they're planning something, or telling stories. An engineer shakes her head. They only have one story. It's about how everything's terrible now. Poor buggers. See that red one? Looks a bit different. I'm going to see if we can take it as well. We did and all. A stony organ. 32%. We always find an uncanny specimen. To be honest, now we're gonna gain sovereigns. Oh, partial. That's cool. And 2 terror. Oh no. Holding the creature alongside your locomotive, you deploy hammers and pry bars. There! Valuable stones glimmer amidst the walls of uncanny fossils. The fossil shapes are sinuous and predatory, preserved for unknown eons. The cantankery's stony skin. Right, well, we're gonna head to Magdalene, see if we can get rid of some of this terror. I think we can do that at Magdalene's. I think that's what Magdalene's is all about, spending money in that to get rid of terror. Yeah. An illicit stall has been set up near some of the properties in... Ooh! Definitely have a look at this. Purchase an otherworldly artifact. Huh. Huh. That's not bad. Yeah, reduce terror significantly. Wow. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. The Blythe Bar and the reception is famously well stocked. Attendants are on hand to keep an eye on the clientele and ensure no one seeks treatment while too squiffy. You while away a few hours in the company of several Windward defectors, a travelling magician, a pair of quarrelling botanists, and one almost definite ministry spy, aided by the convivial delights of a bottle or three of starshine-tinted brandy. To be honest, 50 gold for some small things. Not too unhappy. Do we not need Chorister Nectar for somewhere? No, we don't. Although given our financial situation, to be fair, not really a good idea. Even though we can pick it up cheap, but we might be able to farm it. To be honest, I think we just grab 3 fuel. Tell you what, we might actually just buy the one. I know it's expensive, and I know money's something we've not got a lot of, but we got a few port reports. And speaking of that, we're actually going to try and get another one. There we go. Huh, we've never spoken to this with the watch by the station. Sorry, the man apologizes. I didn't mean to stare, it's just we've been waiting for a delivery from London. Really important supplies. I don't suppose you might be heading anywhere near the relay to Albion, would you? If you could check if anything's happened to it, we'd really appreciate it. Oh. Well, maybe we'd be able to help him out. But yeah, back on the hunt for Lustrum now, I guess. I think we're going to go down this way. Since we're on the edge of known territory, we'll be heading that way anyways. Can we make it through the Peacock Wind? Is it even feasible? It's a hell of a wind. And we did. We made it. Easy peasy. Although we're heading back north, and that's not something I particularly like. Although, to be fair, we are a bit far west. And a bit too far north to be finding Lustrum anytime soon. Southwest. I think that's just gonna turn us around and back to New Winchester at this point. Oh well. Happy days. It'll give me time to deliver the port reports and hey, I mean, get back with you if anything weird, fun or interesting happens. Just as I say that, a wreckage turns up. Well, don't have the supplies for you at the moment. Oh. Yep. Perfect. Oh, not perfect. Not perfect. That thing moves way too quickly. Oh, we got so lucky again. We're so lucky with those shots. Oh, its dodging power is too good. It dodges too good. It dodges too good. Whoa. We do not want to have anything to do with any of you all. 2 at once? Come on now, how is that fair? I'm trying to preserve the ship here. Oh, come on. Oh, this is not an area I want to be in. We're gonna have to make a quick escape, lads. Oof. Quick escape. With no money to do the repairs. Whoa. Now that was a bit too much for us to... And we're still getting hit. How are we still getting hit from so far? We went down to 1 HP. Wow. Yeah, we're heading back to London. To New Winchester. Oh. Huh. Well, he died. We'll study him. One condemned experiment. You ignore the looks your crew gives you as you order the corpse taken to the cold storage. Those with hardy stomachs can assist with a thorough examination later. For now, the mop and broom. Maybe it'll help us with the incautious driver. But yeah. Damn! Damn! Quite annoyed that we went from full health to nothing in like 5 seconds. Damn! Well, at least we're back in New Winchester now. I just hope we don't hit anything on the way in and perish. That would be a bit silly, wouldn't it? And the thing is, we're quite broke as well. We might have to sell off some of the things just to afford the repairs, which is not cool. Not cool indeed. Tell you what, we'll give some port reports back. And we'll try and chill. We don't want to hit anything on the way in, because that would be very silly. But since last time we did give it to the other ones, we'll deliver these to the Tacketies, if you will. 400 sovereigns. Well, I'd rather know than not, I suppose. And thank you for bringing this to me rather than the bloody stovepipes. I'll arrange a gratuity. And what can we... A savage secret, which we already have 1 million of. An otherworldly artifact. Affect the balance of power. Nah. About it. Well, that gave us enough money to make the repairs anyway. Whew. I feel like nearly dying twice in like 2 episodes is not the best start, but not dying is always a good start in this game, so not too displeased with that. So back to New Winchester. Can we... Totally didn't mean to do that, but hey. Right. Cost us, yeah, 87 sovereigns. Is the bank anywhere? We'll take those 3, because we need to take some to thing anyway. Anything we can buy? Titania. Lies to the south-southeast. I mean, we can fail them. Doesn't really matter if we do. And now off to the southwest. It's weird after last episode, doing this in one sort of sitting. It's quite weird to sort of plan these exploration sort of episodes. Most of them have been, obviously, seeing as, you know, this is, you know, what the game's sort of all about, exploring and discovering new things, but it's quite hard to sort of... Oh. Nope, we're good. No, it's quite hard to gauge if we're doing well or not. Because technically Lustrum could be like... Well, it couldn't be there, because that's not southwest, but You know, it could be just beyond our reach. It would be really annoying to sort of rule out an area and then, you know, discover that it was actually like a 2-minute fly from where we were. Anyways, send out the bat. See if we can find anything. The scout has nothing to report, except that the sky is vast and the winds bite. Well, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do, at least it's not the peacock wind. Oh, the cold. I think this is the cold that I was referring to earlier. Now you have to be careful in here, because this might get very dangerous very quickly. The terror's fairly low. We have no nightmares, so this close to the mother of mountains the sky grows cold. Your crew dons coats and gloves. I think the lights are going to go off here. Well, not here, but sooner rather than later. Supplies! Crockery! Send the scout out, because you must be getting close here. Your scout complains about the cold. It finds nothing. That's a bugger. Southwest is anywhere here, though. Where would this mother of mountains be, then? Where would it be? Don't like the fact that there's a tackly scout just there. Really don't. Found something, but that's not exactly what I was looking for. Maybe we just... Another tackety scout. I don't like the purple ones. He has a quite high cost in supplies. Didn't realize. Oh, it's spiky around here. Lights off. No, lights back on. Go on. Send the scout out, see if we can find anything. What has it found? Not what we were looking for. And is there even a way to get there? No, not as it appears, no. I think we might be on the verge of a horror here. Maybe we travelled too far. So that would be east-southeast. Would it not? I think it would. But now that we've gone this far, it'd be silly not to discover. We'll throw out one last bat. If there's nothing, we'll turn around. There's something back there. But it didn't say... sorry, not east. It'd be west-southwest. But that's just southwest. So, like with Port Prosper, it's just there. It's northwest. So, I mean, it could technically be just there. Now I have to know. We've still got fuel for it, it's fine. And that might be a passage back up to Magdalene's. We'll have to find that out before we head any further. Too many possibilities of death in this video. Too much near death. there's one of the relays. Yeah, one of the old ones. Yep. That's always nice to know. Always nice to know that there's a shortcut. This is all frozen around here. Alright, well we'll head deeper. I really like the way the light shines on the rocks. Like, pretty game. If you didn't know already, this game's quite pretty. Quite pretty indeed. Trying to hug the wall. I think we'd have to go up and then further. Maybe it's down there. Because we've come out of the ice now, so... maybe we'll get another remark when we enter the frozen land. If we do, that's great. Because that means we're onto the right path. Just scared that there'll be the scribe eagle thingies, which are not nice. Yeah, frequently checking the map. So there is a way down here. It's not very friendly though, I'll put it that way. But then again, this game isn't very friendly, is it? Oh, what? Push forward. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we have to press on. Lucky. You order the crew to hold the course as you traverse this uncanny fold of the sky. Eventually your navigator utters a grateful oath. A landmark you have found again. Sometimes you gotta chance it. Ultimately this game does require a bit of luck as well. Right. Bat out. So there are a few things to the left there. Although I'd presume they're not very friendly. Is that a solid wall there? I'm gonna go in cautiously. That to me looks like a horror. And I tell you what, the more we can avoid it, for the time being, the happier I am. Don't need to. Nope. No, there's a horror that way. Don't need to go. I'm looking for lustrum, not horrors. We'll be finding horrors later when we have a better ship with more armor and bigger guns. And then be better. Remember, our terror was so low. Rouette's Ridge. Now send the scout out, see if we can find anything. Oh! Guys, I think we found it. Look at this patch of sky. The princess has taken all the blankets. Lustrum's cold. Throw something on the fire. Books if you must. Wow. We made it. To Lustrum. I knew we'd find it. Not just the crew, I'm eager too. Right, let's have a look at the trading. Let's have a look at the bazaar. Hey. So now we've got money. And hours. Can we buy hours? What, for the prospects? No? No prospects in the hours. Cool. But hey. The frantic, hustling heart of Lustrum. crammed with prospectors, peddlers and purveyors of essential, and occasionally legal, services. Most business takes place here, unless you're a dreamer seeking your fortune on the claim fields. I think we already have a navigator, do we not? A first officer, yeah. Yeah. So I'll be leaving you here for the time being. We're going to explore Lustrum. What was briefly a modest, pleasant town on the Mother of Mountains now runs on increasingly desperate dreams of riches. Fools sell their futures for the chance to mine years from the mountain's frozen sides. Sharper minds sell pickaxes, supplies, and the promise of a warm bed at the end of a bitter day's work. Ooh. Huh. Huh. Well, we're going to write a port report. So much for the quiet retirement village that used to be here. The rush of prospectors has ripped the civility from the place as efficiently as the geodes from the mountain's side. The scars that remained are no less vivid. Fewer and fewer prospectors return with geodes of hours, and the cost of processing them off-site grows every day. Still, for now Lustrum thrives, and offers the promise of riches for any lucky or industrious miner willing to come and risk everything in the snow and mud. The reclaimed fields. We'll visit the company. We've had good dealings with them. The Windward Company was not the first to begin harvesting the mountain, but no other came in harder or faster once the hours were detected. The company began by bribing prospectors to sign over successful claims, and even offering to help process lucky prospectors' hours in their huge factory ovens. But Neddy men are cheap, and big sticks even cheaper. As the claims began running out, things changed quickly. Now the whole facility is out of bounds. The guard is uninterested in any business you might have. No, it does not know who you are, or care who you may be friends with. This branch is a closed facility. Certainly, it is closed to you. Oh dear, turned away at the door. It's not very nice. I mean, we can go to the pub. We might get a bit of lore. Irritable miners jockey for space by insufficient fireplaces. They pay for the overpriced drinks with their dwindling coins, or lowest quality hours. A few fortunates bear the mark of minor success, the baby soft hands that come from regularly handling unseasoned hours. Ooh. Recruit the Rat Brigade. I think we might think about getting the Rat Brigade. Like, you're cool, and you give us extra iron. But rats. Come on, talking rats. What do they want? Oh, they want nothing. The smallest, most scarred rat is called Cinders. She introduces her companions. This, she indicates the rat wearing goggles, is my second, Petronella, our mechanic. She gestures towards a rat with glossy fur. This is our agent provocateur, Albrecht. The rat inclines his head. We need a locomotive. These battle-hardened rats are all that remain of the Rat Regiment, a mercenary company active in the early days of the Winchester War. Used to be a dozen of us, the best sappers around, says Cinders. Now look at us. Her whiskers twitch. Time for that later. We'll pay, Count. Well, I mean, they're veterans, so are we, so... I mean, we'll definitely be... Oh, have I just taken myself out? Oh, well. Well, we'll speak to them in just a minute. Back to the pub. Uh, Luster in the mountain sings no more. Approach the figure in the ooh! The cloaked figure beckons to you. Valuables for sale, it wheezes, its voice throaty and high-pitched. Exchange for buried time, yes? Please. It offers unusual relics in exchange, or a few rusted coins that would barely buy transport to anywhere else. Ooh. We'll talk to him. Everything ends. The figure wheezes. Even law. For everything. A reckoning. Need help. Need hours. Postpone reckoning. Shadows with thistle ropes and broken wings waiting on the riverbank to catch final breath. Everything dies. Must outlast. We trade, yes? Trade hours. We trade hours now, yes? Good quality merchandise. He is a weird bloke. And we don't have anything to sell him. So we'll buy a round of drinks for the miners. An elderly prospector and a hulking, scarred miner move aside to give you just enough space to squeeze in. Everybody seems to be talking shop. More importantly, everybody at this table appears to have had at least some luck out there. Yeah, I'll listen to them. Those newcomers reckon they've got it made digging in the mud, don't realise the geodes is cold, do they? Hardened to the muck. If you're not breaking your back, you're not doing it right. Serves them right for thinking a claim just out of the town's going to pay out. I think we'll buy them all. We'll keep buying them rounds. One prospector tells of finding a geode in the shape of a lion, apparently a mark of great fortune. Another talks of chipping away in silence so as not to startle the hours inside. Another mentions how cold the geodes are. As difficult as it is to work, a layer of thick ice underneath the snow is considered a sign of a good claim. They all agree that the mining day must begin with a libation, a cup of moonshine poured to the mountain's good graces. If it rumbles, it is said the offering is accepted. If purple wisps appear over their claim afterwards, its prospector is blessed indeed. Okay, so we have to have a drink of moonshine, purple wisps, and hard muck. Okay. Right, we'll listen to them gossip about mining. Look for the trees, a drunk prospector warns you. Not too tall, the young ones. The hours keep me young. What's trees? No good. Just enough trees and scrub to break the ice. That's a sign of a proper vein. Interesting. And last drink, lads. Ask them about their recent troubles. It's them windward bastards, ain't it? Didn't mind them sending round up their neddies. Honest competition. Lads enjoyed the distraction. Did you see the state of that Partsifull lad? The miners huddle. That weren't windward. There's some night unders they talk of. Tearing folk up with their claws and teeth and eating them whole. All you see is a black rush before your eyes and then snap. So there's someone hunting them on this mountain. Return to the street. Obviously we're going to go to the Golden Tea Shop. An oasis of London civility and culture, in a town with little of either. Melusine Murgatroyd stands proudly behind the display of fresh scones and slightly yellowing cream buns. At small wooden tables, successful prospectors and their significant others welcome themselves to the world of the nouveau riche, with a spot of afternoon tea. Pinky fingers stand proud and erect from bone china cups, covertly topped up with moonshine. We're going to speak to her. Smelling faintly of burnt hair, she tinkers with the latest invention intended to be her ticket out of both this no-halls town and her father's control. Eyebrows, she confirms, are a small price to pay for scientific progress. We'll have a look. Melusine glows with pride as you examine her mostly untested inventions, the clockwork lens array that offers superhuman levels of telescopic sight, provided you can insert all 6 sharp brass hooks under your eyelids. The internal combustion privy, ideal for handling unpleasant waste products and warming whatever's left of your house after the inevitable explosion. An automated pickaxe capable of striking Earth 7 times a second. Melusine nods, irritated. Pity about the minor bone-shattering issue. The only thing she won't let you poke at is a twisted arrangement of glassware and electricity in the corner. That's not mine. Not entirely. I'm still working on that. Complicated. You know if you know. If you don't, I shouldn't say. Huh. Trade spy intelligence. Oof. Interesting. So we'll return to the shop. Enjoy a lovely cup of tea. Medicine's made. Hurry around. Serving a clientele more used to bellowing at bartenders than sitting politely with exquisitely cut cucumbers and sandwiches. Eventually, it is your turn to be served. You're invited to choose your preferred blend. Indulgent blend. Blue Kingdom style. A tea for the true connoisseur. It tastes of dust swept from the darkest corner of a sepulchre. Sepulchre? Huh. It is best served with a drop of milk, ideally on the very edge of turning. You sip gently. Between sips, a bite of a sugared biscuit to take away the edge. Huh, so we can sample them all. Right. Well, we're going to return to town now. We've been to the pub. We've been to the tea shop. We're going to have a look at the claim fields. The mountain slopes are veined with the unmined hours the enduring empress hungers for. They are dug from the stone as geodes, minutes growing within them like salt. Most geodes are the size of a walnut, but legend says old Tom, one of the first prospectors, excavated a whole century the size of a whale. Wow. The mother of the mountain stretches on almost forever, from its snowy peak down through seemingly endless strata of lethal nebula gas. On the far side of its cliff, the Windward Company's machines strip the rocky flesh from the mountain and cast its ore into the perpetual fire of their furnaces. Prospectors from Lustrum have to do everything the hard way, chipping away at their frozen, hard-won claims in such precious hours. Well, we'll search for a claim, and we'll buy it. Conditions are harsh. Ah, right. So we do need one. Okay, well, I don't know if we're getting had here, but I mean, stay close, friend, warns your hour harker. He grins. Or not. You've paid already. He lights a vapor lamp, glowing purple like the gases of the nearby nebula. It occasionally sparks with little flecks of green. Soon enough the lamp is the only light as you move out to the treacherous, mostly unclaimed edges of the mountain. Occasionally he stops to sniff, or to drag a foot through the snow and mud in what looks like a line. Finally he seems satisfied. He shoots you a mostly toothless grin as he lights a cigarette. Reckon this has your name all over it. What do you think? The terrain is inhospitable. Ice under snow and hard ground. A few small trees grow in and around your claim, potentially useful for cutting tools and firewood. Purple lights dance like some kind of wisps, though it is impossible to tell whether they are actually alive or simply an effect of the nebula gases. Oh. Well, the ice under the snow is hard. It's hard ground, there's a few small trees, and there's purple stuff? There are no complications. You accept the Awaraka's recommendation and plant your flag. You do not actually own this part of the mountain, you merely have the right to exploit it. Right. Right. I think put 2. What do you accrue to begin mining? The quartermaster hands out pickaxes and food rations. The crew begins digging. Since you don't have access to furnaces large or powerful enough to get the most out of the mountain's larger geodes, they'll focus on filling barrels with unseasoned hours. You can sell these at other ports. It'll be some time before they have dug out enough. You should return later. Definitely? Well, we'll be returning later. Just have a look at Sweet Jane's. a little accountancy firm, snuggled in the snowy drifts. Sweet Jane oversees everything herself, the transference of funds, the balancing of probabilities, the transport of commodities, the termination of contracts. She is huddled behind her desk, swaddled in a monstrously ugly red scarf. While she fiddles with her abacus with one gloved hand, she heats the other over a little coal fire. Her one good eye focuses on you. She smiles. She's got an offer. She limps to the window. Snow batters the window pane. The shadow of the mountain is all but lost in the blizzard. The lantern light means the offices of the Windward Company are just about visible. I was raised by the company. Children are faster workers, you understand. Her fingers drum the windowsill. Such a waste. Where they see men, they see labor. When they see time, they see chains with which to bind us. Where they see death in the skies, I see victory. She turns to you and smiles. Bring me nameplates, torn from London ships. I'll see you adequately compensated. Oh. Sweet Jane turns back to the window and stares at the dizzying snow. Understand, on this matter I have no pride. It is too important. The offer will be open, if you change your mind. That's 2 open offers, eh? 2 open offers in this episode. Well, well, well. Well, 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 well. Indeed. Do you know what? I think we'll buy them out of ours. We got the money and we got the space, and we'll just sell them at Winchester. I think that's not bad. 1 supply, 2 fuel, another supply. We always want to be topped up. Now, since I said we were going to talk to them, we're going to talk to the rats. A lot of talk in this episode. The rat brigade has made a mess of your galley. Straw, bits of blanket, and patches from damaged uniforms have been gathered into a makeshift nest. In contrast, tiny notebooks, battered derringers, and hip flasks, that are not as small as you might expect, are stored with care, stacked in a corner, away from prying hands. Well, I'm going to spend some time with them. The rat brigade are playing cards. Cinders is cheating, by means of mirrors concealed in the sleeves of her uniform, a spring-loaded trap and brazen card counting. Albrecht and Petronella have devised a surreptitious drinking game around each new display of bad sport rat ship. Alright. We need a savage secret, right? Well, we'll be able to talk to them when they're on board. Well, we have indeed discovered Lustrum. I think it's time for us to head back to New Winchester. Find you there.